What's going on, everybody? Bet you can't guess what today is. August 24th is the 1-year anniversary of the creation of this channel. That's right, 1 year ago today. Holy crap, it does not feel like it's been that long. 1 year ago today, I dropped that really hard to watch Sausage Party movie review. And the way that they view their world is that they are waiting in the supermarket to be taken to heaven, or the great beyond as they call it. And the chauffeurs to this great beyond is humans. So when they come into the store to buy this food, the food views it as them going to heaven. As we all know, that's not quite how it works out for them. It was pretty good for not having any video editing experience or recording experience or review experience, honestly, aside from my old podcast, but it's way different than my reviews now, so it's pretty interesting to watch. If you want to check that out, I'll actually post a link to that video down below just to kind of celebrate this little 1-year gathering I'm doing today. But I wanted to do a thank you video because all 1,500 of you, that's right, 1,500 and change subscribers, that is insane to me. It sounds cliche, but you guys have expanded this channel beyond my wildest dreams, honestly. I can't thank you for that enough, every single one of you. And it was my goal. You know, I had a really slow start whenever I started this channel a year ago. And I got really ambitious, and I always, I didn't put a video out saying this, but I was always like, you know what? A year from today, my goal is to reach at least 1,000 subscribers. And at the time, that seemed like a ridiculous expectation. That seemed like I was soaring for the clouds, like I was just way, way out of reach of that goal. And I've got 1,500 today. That is awesome. And I put a post on Facebook today because I was at 1,493 this morning at work. And I put a Facebook post out around noon. Saying, hey guys, it's my 1-year anniversary. I'm hoping to make 1,500 subscribers today to bring in both milestones. That'd be really cool. So, anything you can do to share my channel, please do. You guys are awesome. And within an hour, all of you guys on Facebook who saw that post that either reposted it or posted a new post with links to my channel, can't thank you enough, because within an hour, not only did I reach 1,500, I was at like 1,503 the next time I checked, and I could not believe my eyes that I had grown that quick to reach 1,500. So very happy that I actually reached that milestone on today. That was kind of my little present to myself, was to hopefully reach 1,500 subscribers. So I want to give some specific thank yous. First and foremost to all my friends that I have gained on YouTube, other creators, other YouTube channels that you guys should all check out. Go ahead and start off with the guys that I've been talking to pretty much every single day for the past 9-10 months at least in a Facebook chat. We talk pretty much every single day, all 5 of us at some point, whether it's just shooting the shit or talking about some wild movie news, or if one of us goes to see a movie that the rest of us hasn't seen, starting to talk about our expectations. So you got Sean Chandler, Christopher Durbin from Durbania, Tyler Tompkins, and Jeff from Jafito's Movie Blog. You guys are awesome. You're some of my best friends that I have on this YouTube sphere. Our own little small circle of YouTube. It just feels very special that all 5 of us kind of stick together and kind of market each other and collab with each other, everything like that. It's really, really cool that we actually have that kind of a relationship. So definitely check out all of those channels. I mean, you got Sean Chandler Talks About, who has been insanely successful, especially the past couple of months. I mean, me and him have always been kind of close and kind of hitting these little strides off and on, kind of staggering with each other. But the past couple of months, he has soared above all of us out of nowhere. So definitely go check that guy out. He has a lot of movie reviews, a lot of ranking videos. And we've done a couple of collabs. He did Masters of Movie Trivia. You got Christopher Durbin. I've done at least 3 or 4 videos on my channel with Durbin. We just did the premiere episode of Pitch Wars. And Durbin, I don't think I have anywhere near as much fun doing a video unless I'm doing one with you. Every time we do a video, especially when we geek out about DC, it's an absolute blast. Even when we're talking about stuff that we absolutely hate, like weird news or decisions made with BVS or Suicide Squad, we just have a blast. So definitely check out some of those videos. And I also have a lot of collaboration videos on Durbin's channel. We did the whole Alien series. That was awesome. So check out Durbania. Tyler, one of the coolest guys that I've ever met. Well, somewhat met. Haven't had the pleasure of meeting him in real life yet. Someday. But we also did the top 5 Bruce Willis films. I'm sure we're going to do another top 5 at some point. But really, really cool guy, and really interesting how me and him line up our taste in movies so much sometimes. Like, we are the defenders of the Spider-Man 3. We are defenders of Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire. We are the defenders of the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. So that's kind of an inside joke, but anyway. And Jeff, if I remember nothing else about you, it is your insanely, ridiculously hard Star Wars questions that you put into Masters of Movie Trivia. You sabotaged me. I'm just playing. But yeah, definitely check out Jafito's movie blog. The guy's a really good up-and-comer. He does a lot of box office results. He does Schmodown reactions and play-alongs. He also does movie reviews, and he does some movie news here and there. So check out that channel as well. All of those guys are awesome guys. So thank you guys very much. Another really, really good friend of mine that I met on YouTube, Lee from Drum Dums. Lee, you are the freaking man. I tell you that all the time. Even though you say I'm the man, you're the true man. So he's the one who created Killer Flicks, another group that I have to send a huge thank you to. Anybody that watches this video from Killer Flicks, you guys are the coolest group on Facebook by far. So if you're a fan of horror movies, or just movies in general really, but it's definitely a horror-focused group, go over to Killer Flicks and join, because these are the coolest people ever on Facebook. Usually you get a lot of drama, a lot of trolls, a lot of personalities and people just lashing out at each other and being little keyboard tough guys. And unfortunately, once in a very, very, very great while, we do get that on Killer Flicks, unfortunately. But 99.9999% of the time, everybody is awesome over there. We just love horror movies, love talking about movies. Fridays, you got free-for-all Fridays. You can talk about whatever the hell you want. Everybody over there, thank you guys. You are awesome. You are some of the biggest support that I have had as far as encouraging comments and telling me like, yeah, definitely do a review of that. You know, like I put a poll out on Killer Flicks about whether I should do Texas Chainsaw or Child's Play first, and there was so many votes, so much passion on both sides of the votes on that. So I love talking to all of you guys. I love posting the videos there, getting everybody's feedback. So Killer Flicks, Lee from Drum Dums. I've done a few collabs with him. Probably my favorite video that I've ever done, to be honest with you. Our top 5 rundown of our favorite horror sequels. Definitely the best editing job that I've ever done, and some of the most fun conversation that I've had doing a collab. So check out that video. We also did top 5 postmodern horror movies over on Lee's channel, Drum Dums. And Drum Dums is just one of the coolest channels that you can check out. The guy is a horror fanatic to the nth degree. He reviews movies that you've never even heard of, that you will go and watch and you will understand completely why he's such a fan for. At least a half a dozen movies that I've never seen before I checked out because of Drum Dums reviews, and every single one of them are a part of my collection now and a part of movies that I absolutely love. So like Psycho 2, Texas Chainsaw 2, all those movies that I never gave a chance. Drum Dums said go and do it. I did it, and Lee didn't steer me wrong. So definitely check out Lee over at Drum Dums. CP from Will I Like It Reviews, one of the coolest guys and one of the funniest guys I've ever talked to. We have a collab coming out very soon, the 2nd episode of Pitch Wars, so keep an eye out for that the first week of September. Also want to send a huge thank you and a shout out to a lot of guys that I've also done collaborations with and talked with quite a bit. You've got Al Seward, who's actually also one of my Patreon supporters, so you're the man, Al. I'm going to have that Inception video coming very soon, I promise. You got Adam from over at Almost Sideways. We talked about Chucky on his channel, and we talked about movie trilogies on my channel. You got Matthew V. Haynes soaring through YouTube on his Flash reactions and other videos he does. Big comic book guy. Go check that out. You've also got Ryan O'Toole. Him and I talked about The Mummy whenever it came out. And we also did top 5 Tom Cruise movies on my channel. Very cool guy, and he does Rotten or Fresh, which is another really cool game show that I was a part of. Damn you, Sean. Somebody dethrone Sean. Small tangent. Somebody dethrone Sean. On episode 2, I expect one of you to dethrone Sean in episode 3. Don't let me down. And of course, I got to send a gigantic thank you and a huge shout out to all of my patrons. You guys get a shout out every single video, but you're going to get another one right now. All of you guys are awesome. I've got 7 patrons right now. That is insane to me. I thought when I started that thing a couple of months ago, I'd be lucky to find 1 or 2 in a couple of months. And here I am with 7 very loyal and awesome patrons. I love talking to you guys. I love getting the requests for reviews. You guys are awesome. So huge shout out to Jeffrey. Huge shout out to Luis. Huge shout out to Claudia. Huge shout out to Ted, Kelly, Al, Michael. You guys are all awesome. And above all, I want to give a huge thank you and a huge shout out to all of you subscribers, because I said at the beginning of the video, you guys are the... And above anything else, I just want to send a gigantic thank you and a huge shout out to all of my subscribers. I already told you at the beginning of the video, all 1,500 of you guys are awesome, but you're honestly the reason why I do this. I don't do this just to put my face out there, put my opinions out there, and who cares if somebody watches it, somebody watches it. No, I do this to talk with all of you guys. So when I post a video... When I post a video, I'm excited for people to see it, of course, but whenever I start getting comments, even the negative ones or even the somewhat critical ones, as long as you're not being a dick, I love everybody as far as their comments, their feedback, and just talking back and forth with movies. I like hearing people's feedback about, I agree with these points, but maybe these points I don't agree with, or I thought your review was flawless, 100% agree, or I disagree with everything, that movie was terrible, or that movie was awesome. As long as we're having conversations, I love talking with all of you guys, and there's quite a few of you that constantly comment on my videos. Really within the first hour, there's always about 5 or 6 of you guys that are just on top of it, always talking to me, always encouraging me, always supporting me, and there's too many names to name. I wish I could read all 1,500 of you guys right now, but just know all of you guys are so awesome, and I'm so thankful for all of you, and I really hope that as my channel grows, you guys will continue to support me and continue to comment down below, because a lot of you guys that have been with me from the beginning are still here, and you guys are the best. And the last gigantic thank you and gigantic shout out, everybody else needs to also give a gigantic thank you and a gigantic shout out to this person, and that is my lovely girlfriend, Holly, because if it wasn't for Holly's love for me and patience for having green screens up and lights and all this other shit that I use in the apartment that we used to have nonstop. I barely ever put it away. It was a gigantic eyesore. It was in the middle of her kitchen, but she just buttoned her lip because she knew I was passionate about it and just let me do it, even though it frustrated the shit out of her. She's very helping as far as doing videos that we both watch the subjects of, like The Walking Dead or Beauty and the Beast. She's very encouraging to me. She always says, you know, congratulations, honey, about this, and congratulations about this, and you're doing so good, and everything is so encouraging that comes from her as far as this channel, when honestly, if she wanted to, she could bring the whole thing down. Let's be honest, she could. So give a gigantic thank you and a huge shout out to her, guys, because, you know, luckily things are much easier in this house. I have my own room, my own space, which is also something I have to thank her for, because she could have easily used this room for something else, or we could have had to share it, but luckily this room is all mine, and that is because she is the best. So give her a gigantic thank you and a gigantic shout out down below in the comment section, and I'll be sure she sees it. So thank you, honey. I love you. Also want to give some small channel updates before I get out of here, guys. If you've noticed, I haven't been able to go to the movies to see too many new movies lately, and that's honestly just because my work schedule and Holly's work and school schedule at the moment just doesn't quite line up right. We're working on it. We're trying to get some things changed up here and there where I can at least get Thursday nights free, but it's going to take some time. Basically, I work all throughout the day. She goes to school all throughout the day, and she works as a manager at a movie theater, go figure, and a lot of her shifts require her to be there till close because that's the busiest time, especially on the weekends. So pretty much every single week for the past couple of months, with a very few exceptions, if I get off early enough at work, I've kind of been screwed as far as being able to take off and go see a movie. But hopefully we're going to get that changed. But if you've noticed, I've been doing a lot more retro reviews. I've been doing like the Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw. I just did Christine earlier today. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of those types of videos for the time being to make up for the fact that I can't go see brand new movies. There's a few movies coming out that I'm going to go see no matter what. Like Stephen King's It. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to be there. There's a couple other movies, like, God forbid, if it goes all the way through to November, Justice League, I'll see Justice League. But, you know, a couple of movies like Hitman's Bodyguard, things like that, where I can survive missing those, I'm going to make up for it by doing a couple of retro reviews. So expect a lot more older movies, a lot more classic movies. And judging off of the views, it seems like that's the movies that you guys actually want to see reviews on a little bit more. So keep an eye out for those. Like I said, I'm going to be going through the whole Child's Play and Texas Chainsaw franchise between now and the beginning of October, when Cult of Chucky is coming out, and Leatherface. So I want to be able to review all of those and then do a ranking video at the end of October, and probably some other reviews too in October. I mean, it's Halloween, for God's sakes. We're going to be doing some good videos as far as horror movies on this channel. You can believe that. Also, I've already mentioned this, but I'll say it again. Keep an eye out for Pitch Wars Episode 2. It's going to be airing sometime the first week of September. Me and CP from Will I Like It Reviews are going to be doing a create your own modern slasher. So that's going to be a really cool one. Keep an eye out for that. Also going to be doing at some point, once I get everything where I want it in this studio, enough to where I feel like presenting it as a finished product, I will be doing a video tour of my little man cave evil lair thing that's going on in here. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for a lot of Stephen King reviews between now and It. I say a lot, I might only get 3, who knows. I definitely need to focus on Child's Play and Leatherface first, but I just dropped Christine today. I'm going to be doing Pet Sematary very soon. I would like to do Misery and The Shining, but it just depends on my time, guys, so don't hold me to those, but I plan on doing those. Keep an eye out. But that's pretty much it, everybody. Just wanted to take some time and give a gigantic thank you to all of you for bringing in this awesome year of YouTube. and I'm looking forward so much to seeing where we are going to be a year from now. My goal is going to be 5,000. 5,000 by August 2018. Reach for the stars, baby. It can happen. You guys make it happen all the way to 15. We can make it happen to 5,000. So let's do it. As always, guys, like and share this video. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Interesting video to start watching me with, but check out a few of my reviews. I promise you'll enjoy them, and hit the subscribe button on one of those. If you want to check out some more of my videos, as always, you can check them out by clicking right over here.